Do you see this, Christian? I'm able to scroll through my character sheet.
Oh, nice. That's really good.
And then I can just have this up, and as long as I don't change the size of the screen, this thing scrolls. How does that look in the background? Is that okay? We're good in the background?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I think we're ready to start.
All
Why do I
right.
have an ad with ad blocker on? So
Because
sad.
they've changed the way ads work. They're now getting embedded in the Twitch video.
That's horrible.
Twitch, yep. This is what Twitch has become. They
Thanks,
DMCA
Twitch.
people for playing their own music and force you to watch ads.
Yep.
Hi, Twitch.
Love being forced to watch ads.
Yep.
Best.
All right, we ready?
I think we're ready.
All right, so we're resuming from last time when you guys scared the ever-living shit interrogating Orator Frimp, the dog man. You dragged off his little palanquin throne. Well, no, you took the throne with him on it, actually, kicking his bodyguards out of the way.
It's right,
and
comrade.
No, this is
miraculously just running away from everyone and getting back to the caravanserai.
And then we had
Sounds
the very
good.
large lizard eat them, if I remember
Oh
right.
yeah, you sent the Red Dream, your pet basilisk, out to the entrance of the caravanserai, petrified one and devoured the other.
While the dog watched.
Yes, actually,
That was
while
the
he
very
watched.
important part that helped out in the interrogation.
It
Yeah,
was
it
very
did.
intimidating.
Also, when the Red Dream came back with the petrified body of the guard slumped over him as a trophy.
This is very
yeah.
true, comrade.
So yeah, you have a very servile and meek dogman that you now have in tow, and you guys have about an hour before your 4 o'clock appointment with Fisker, your the guy who stopped you after the demonstration in the plaza.
All right. So, what portion of
remind
the
you-
city? What portion of the city are we in right now, Yuri?
You are in the dock district. Part of so to remind you how this city is laid out, because it's been a while. Let me get to my little descriptor here. Big, oh god, if you guys could see this fucking document, holy shit.
How much money do we have?
I don't know if you can keep track of it.
It wasn't me.
We can negotiate that. So, the city of Gottman is divided into 2 districts. Well, 3 districts technically. There's sort of an outer ring and then an inner circle. So you are in the water district, which includes the docks, the market, the docks market as well, and some of where the people from the Humblewood and outside of Illyria live. You were told that the other ring is shut off from people outside of Illyria unless they have specific permission from the Moshar, who resides in the Cloud District with some of the, not really the nobility, but some of his like advisors.
So basically, we're trying to get an audience so we can be able to get permission to go where we need to go.
I mean, well, right now, you were described this by what was his name? You were described this by your the captain who brought you in, and he described this just to give you kind of a rundown. The only thing you know is that the Moshar is kind of elusive. He's kind of not really shifty, but he kind of knows how to get information out of people. But beyond that, you don't really know much else. Yeah.
All right, so I think we have right here. I have some information right here. There are 10 dogs left in the town that we're in, Comrade Mikail. Yep. Capital city controlled less than 10,000. I believe that means there's less than 10. So the less than 10,000 beings in the city that we're in, there's at less than 10,000 of the enemy in their capital city.
Yep.
All right.
Most of the rest of the army seems to be held up in the mountains north of the
Right.
capital city.
And
Um,
then
now to
Gallisbor
clarify-
Valley is the nearest city-state under their control, their
Yes.
total control. All right.
Yes. To clarify, the three districts are the Water District, the Plains District, and the Peak District. You are in the
All
Water
right.
District with the docks. The Plains District is the one shut off to outsiders without permission, and the Peak District is also shut off, but it's where the Moshar lives. Basically, the area, way up above.
Are we into Cat City yet?
This is
You're in a cat city.
we are in a
yes.
cat city, comrade. Comrade,
You're in the border cat city.
Oh, okay.
we have that very important meeting coming up in a little bit. Perhaps we should peruse around to get a feeling for how some of the shops are and see how the life is around here under the control of the dogs. You know what I mean, or the influence of the dogs.
All right.
Now, just to remind you, Fisker asked you to meet him at a place called the Mangled Paw at
Alright.
4 o'clock on the corner of Falk Avenue and Dust Street.
All right, we can make our way over there. I see on we have a map with us. I'm assuming.
No, you don't.
Okay.
Not yet.
We have this dog. We could take him with us.
Yeah,
Dog.
he probably has a lay of the land.
Oh, that's right. We're going to be bringing him with us. I forgot about that.
Right.
So basically, dog, can you tell us how long from here will it take to get to that location that we need to get to?
The Mangled Paw, it's just a tavern in the southeast water district. I mean, it's not that far. It's as you were on Zalt Way. This is 3 blocks down to the left, and I believe that is actually Falk Avenue right there, and you can follow that too.
So what
Corner
you're
Dust-
saying is about 10 minutes?
Probably give or take, yes.
All right, so we got a little time to mess around.
Depending on the crowds in the late afternoon, evening, the city begins to really fill up.
All right, that's good to know. So we got about a half hour, a little bit more to kill right now. Say, Mikail, would you like to go survey the state of the other shops and see what the folks are like around here?
Sure.
Spread the good
taking
word,
friends
you
with
know?
Do we have a treat to give the dog?
Comrade,
You have
no.
rations.
We should
Wait,
give
what?
him. We should probably give him ration to keep him occupied
Give
for
him
right
one
now.
Probably like
ration.
have some hard sausage in your rations or something. So
All right. We give him a sausage.
I say we do, comrade. I think he deserves it. He's been through a lot right now, and who knows what he's going to be through when we hand him over to that bastard.
Exactly.
he's a little shaken. Do you just hand it right over to him? Do you hand it to him?
No, I shake it right in front of his face. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
I am a good boy.
Oh, there you go, comrade. There you go.
And he will just take it with his mouth like a dog. You're on your way to domesticating a dog.
All right. He will be our little house servant.
His little house puppy before we're done with you, comrade.
All right.
All right, let's walk down the street now. All right.
All right. So you head outside the caravanserai, near the entry from the docks,
Yes.
and you see. So again, you see to your left is sort of the opening between two buildings out into that big square with the obelisk in the middle, where you first saw the demonstration. But there's a street straight ahead of you. Basically, if you imagine you come out of the caravanserai, there's a street that goes this way. There's 2 buildings there, and there's the over there is the plaza, but straight ahead that street continues.
And what is down that street as we can see?
Looks like a number of shops, houses above, various some have a stall, some have stalls out in front of them, some are sort of walk-in shops. There's you can smell the smell of a bakery. There's a flower shop with a stall set out in front. And you can see people are starting to filter. There's more people than you had seen previously in this street. There were certainly a lot of people when there was the demonstration, but they weren't sort of walking up and down the street. It's now becoming more active.
Right. Well, perhaps we should pick one of the stores and go in. Do you want to do a store, Mikail, or would you like to go perhaps in a tavern and see if we can talk to some folks?
I would like to burn down a store.
Comrade, this is not
Or
like...
visit a store, I mean.
Comrade, it's not like 93, okay? We can't just walk into a town and burn down a random store, alright?
It's like the good old days.
Like the good old days with the shopping carts in the middle of that village in Sminsk. Oh,
That's right.
good old times. Alright.
Alright, we'll go knock on his store.
We'll
We
go
can tell
knock on
them
the
all about
store.
the Red Dream.
Well, most stores have their door just open, for visitors to
We'll
walk
still
in.
knock on it. It's common courtesy.
Okay.
Knock,
The
knock,
KGB
it's us.
even make sure to knock on the door, comrade, you know. Alright. Alright, so we pick, what do you think about that one over there that has, like, the little pinata-looking thing hanging from the entrance? What do you think about that one?
Does that look interesting? Maybe like a magic shop of some sort?
Ooh, perhaps something like that. Let's
Or
go
a
take
party store?
A party store. Well, you know, a party has already saved our ass once on this adventure. Perhaps we should stock up on supplies.
Right.
Okay. One moment here.
Now, you know what the funniest thing is? I don't think we've been using gold.
You have been. Well, I don't know if
We
you've been
have
using
gold.
any.
I think we've been using it. We use OP points to pay for the minstrel and
Yeah.
the performers for the circus, and then we have our card points and we have the main points that we use for stuff like that. I
much gold
don't
do we
have.
have?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if we have gold if we've been using it.
Oh, gotcha.
But I think you might have been keeping track of it. But again, we can negotiate.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I think we must have gold. We must have been purchasing something.
Who is Silas?
I'm still trying to figure that out.
It's the
I'll watch
only
that
thing on my sheet.
I believe they may be one of the one of your caravanners.
Oh, okay.
I think he's the head of the caravan. Actually,
Is this the one
I have
where
that
we
on
have that
post.
guy who drives around with us?
Yeah, I mean, you have a whole troop with you.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
You have like 8 people.
Now, did we leave them? Are they there, or did we leave them on the ship?
They're in the caravanserai. There was a big. So remember, I described it as a big stall
Yeah.
with a separate,
Alright, so
area
they're
for
there.
you to pull a card into. Yeah.
And that guy is there. He can take over the Red Dream. I believe he keeps him.
Right.
He
Oh,
keeps
yeah,
him
Red
track.
Dream.
Yeah.
They have I forget his name, something Bell, but a little Gerbine boy who trains the animals, and
yes,
also
right.
your 2 griffins are there. as
Should
well.
we?
Oh,
That's
that's right, we
right.
have these
The
two
2 Griffins. What was their names again? Hammer and Sickle.
Yes, I believe so.
Oh, the good boys. All right, so I have here for items that I have on me, comrade. I've got a pouch. I got pitten, 1 water skin, rations, 10 lengths, 10 ropes, 1 tinderbox, 1 hammer, a backpack, a crowbar, chain mail, and 10 torches. That is what
Okay.
I have on me. I don't see any money. I think you are the one keeping all that dirty gold. Those
Right.
dirty coins. I thought
Ugh.
you were the one who were keeping track of them for us, comrade.
I thought I was too, but I cannot find them anymore.
Perhaps, well, let me look into one of the bags that we have here. Maybe Yuri can give us a more proper reading as to how much gold that we have at the moment.
Let's just say, I don't know, probably 1,000.
1,000
Alright,
coins?
1,000 gold.
give you a lot.
I will write it
I mean,
down.
you would have been given a fund by the.
I'm pretty sure we made some gold, too.
Oh yeah, because you were performing and shit.
This
yeah.
is treasure.
Okay. Let's just call it
1,000 gold. Alright, that is there. And then, yeah. Alright, is there a save function? Yes, there it is. Okay. I think that's saved. Alright, come on, let's walk into that shop, whatever it is. Let's figure out what it is.
Knock, knock.
Just
you
to-
knock.
Yeah, we knock on the door.
Come in. The door's open.
Oh, we know, comrade, but you know, we like to make appropriate, kind entrance to you, good sir.
I'm glad, he says, as he looks, up from the counter at both of you.
Now, what type of little creature are you?
He is an Allurian. He's got cat ears, and
You can't just ask what kind of creature they are.
I mean, he's clearly a cat, like a cat standing on.
I am very easily distracted. It's in my character sheet. I apologize. Now I have looked at you. I know exactly what you are, comrade.
Okay. Yes. So what did you say? What did you say was on the sign? Give me a little something to go off of. You described something being on the sign.
Was it the magic shop?
Pinata?
It was a pinata. The pinata hanging off the sign. So I noticed there was a large pinata-shaped object hanging off of your sign, comrade. I was wondering what this shop is all about and what you sell here.
Oh, my family makes celebration supplies. We've been doing so for various colored paper banners, paper mache pinatas, and party hats, and
Ooh. I told you it was
various
a party
decorations.
store.
We can do custom lettering out of paper.
I like that you're mentioning party, because party is a very big part of our life. In more ways than one, comrade. But, comrade, what would you say, one of those pinatas, how much gold pieces would one of those things go for, would you say?
Oh, probably 3 gold. They're not very expensive.
Oh, all right.
Paper mache. We don't provide the filling. We just provide it's a hollow void for you to put whatever treats and snacks and whatever you want in it.
Do you have
How
those
much
random
for-
treats and snacks here?
No, but I mean, you can find them all over. I mean, it's the water district's a market city.
Right. Mikail,
How
what you
much
say?
for explosive pinata you have in the back?
I'm sorry.
Is
What?
the pinata in the back?
Oh, I see it, that one that is bright red.
Right, that one. It looks like big explosion pinata.
What makes you think it's an explosion pinata?
Well,
sir?
there's the fuse hanging out of his asshole, but we won't go into that.
Exactly.
He walks over past you two and closes the door, after turning a sign on the front to closing it. It's like, and what do you two know of explosives?
We know, a lot about Boom Boom, because we have much experience. Many decades, actually, experience far more than you would think that 2 young, frisky boys like ourselves would have with explosives.
So he walks back around the counter, and you can see he just reaches for something but doesn't move his arm. He's like, "You two wouldn't happen to be with the dogs?"
No, comrade. We
We have a
despise
dog.
those.
We should have brought him.
Oh, we have a pet dog. We should have brought him. You would like him.
You would like him.
You see his arm relax and a smile go across his face, and he's like a pet dog.
A
Like
pet
the sound
dog. Yes, he's good. He takes his treats very well. He says he's a good boy.
You need a deep belly laugh from this cat man. All right, boys. This has not been the way I was expecting today to go. Okay, I'll let you in my family secret. Yes, we are longtime firework makers who have turned to making explosives for the resistance.
How much would one of those go for, Conrad?
Yes.
It depends on what you're looking for and how you want it delivered, what you want it to look like. Is it disguised?
Something.
I take commissions as well.
Ooh.
Ooh. Well, that we may come back to you for in the future, but I think for the time being, we definitely want to walk out of here with something now.
Right.
Just to have on hand for,
Something
just in case.
non-conspicuous. Maybe
Exactly.
not giant red pinata, but something maybe a little smaller.
Something perhaps that may even be offensive to you, but something that may help us a great deal. Do you have a cat-shaped explosive pinata? Something a dog would love to hit?
I do take offense to this, but I'm also equally intrigued. I could whip something up and have it ready for you by night. I will keep the shop open, and I trust me. I will see. It will not be difficult to see 2 large bears.
Well, we
drop
will
by
come
my
back,
shop.
comrade. And in the meantime, I think we should take. I want 2 regular pinatas, just whatever the three gold ones, and then that explosive one that you have already made, just in case. in the time being.
So you want to take the pre-made one?
Yes, for right now. We are coming back for the other one, though. But I just want to make sure we have it on hand.
Okay, and you want some regular pinatas as well?
Yes, 2.
So, let's start there. I have a number of designs, for various occasions, various, interests. I mean, I have, your classic, the classic lizard-shaped one. I have a couple
that one
are...
might offend the Red Dream. What do you think, Mikail?
The Red Dream might not like that one. He might try to eat it.
He might try to eat it, that's right.
I have other shapes based on. He's
like
not
that.
sure what you're talking about, but he doesn't want to pry, knowing what you two seem to know. So he's like, well, I have other, I have very star-shaped ones, shaped like different celebratory baubles. There's even one that looks like paper lanterns that we have. The paper lanterns we have hanging around.
Paper lanterns. You wouldn't happen to have one in the shape of a crescent moon, would you?
I don't, but I could make one.
Alright, what do you have available in shop?
I have stars. I have the paper lanterns. I have some shaped like acorns for those from the Humblewood.
The star might actually be alright. What do you think about that, comrade?
Oh, the star sounds. It's pretty good and generic.
It's a pretty generic symbol that represents, the people. It represents
Right.
the people and,
The people.
fellow travelers. So I suspect that
We
one
may
would
need
be
that
alright.
one.
We will have 2 of those, I think, the regular ones, and then plus the explodey one.
Right.
Okay.
How much?
Regular one. The stars are 3 gold each. The explosive one is 50.
That is fine.
Because
That's not too bad.
Now, I have another question. What kind of yield are you interested in
For
their
the special
custom?
one? High yield.
Do you want high yield? Ooh, high yield.
Comrade, we want mucho high
Big
yield.
boom.
Okay. I'm gonna
Comrade
have to get
Mikail, would you explain how much
out.
yield we want?
We want as many yields as you can stuff in one pinata wrapping.
I'm gonna need my special powder for this one. Now, do you want any firework effects? Do you want nice popping star explosives to come out? Do you want extra shooting rockets?
Is
at
it
all?
possible to have that while also immolating everything that is around it? So it can look pretty but kill everything in sight.
He thinks for a moment. I wonder if I mix the powder with a sap, if it will stick to things. I'll have to try this. Yes, I will make you a high yield explosive, experimental explosive, and I'll throw some firework stars in there and stuff.
Beautiful.
That we
Sounds
want it to look
fantastic.
pretty. We want it to scream Ivan and Mikail are there, and we
Do you
are
have a
watching.
preferred color? Do you have a preferred color?
Red.
Red, comrade.
How red?
As red
As
as you
fucking
can
red
make
as you can get it. Deep.
Okay.
Deep
He's been
red,
taking
just
notes.
like my
Taking
homeland.
notes this whole time. Okay. I can do this.
Alright, so how much for that custom?
That custom will be 200 gold. I am in short supply of my special powder.
Well worth, so we give you a total of, I'll give you extra 5 gold for the other one too, make it easy math. 260 gold, so we have 740 gold left right now.
740 gold.
All right.
Alright, so now we have special party favors. What else do you got here? Do you have anything else that goes boom boom, just in case? Maybe smaller things.
Oh, I have little handheld. He'll pull out some like brown paper wrapped some brown paper balls basically with a fuse coming out of it. I've been
Ooh.
experimenting with these sort of handheld charges
Yes, please.
for the resistance.
Comrade, what is the fuel that you use for the explosion within this little brown paper package?
It's black powder and then steel balls surrounding it.
Ooh.
Shit. Comrades,
Comrade, we will take many of them.
we will take many of those. How many do you have immediately available?
I have 50 being specifically shipped to the resistance, but I have another 20 in stock.
How much are
buy all
those?
of them.
They're 10 gold each.
Yes, we will buy all of them.
Another 200, okay.
Perhaps You said 20 gold each, you said?
Let's go with 20 gold each. It's a lot.
20 gold each for all them. We buy all 20 at 20
That's
20
400 gold.
400 gold.
400 gold. Does that sound good? Mikail, we good with this?
That sounds good to me. 340 gold left.
We came to the right shop, comrade! Yeah, Mayor!
Yeah.
I can't believe I gave you guys this. This is oh my god.
Oh, we have nice 20 handheld shrapnel grenades now.
How to counter improv your DM.
You've got to. Ivan and Mikail, we're pretty sly motherfuckers. You got to watch us.
Well, and I know, and we are playing this as kind of like a little bit of like an out there, campaign. So
Hey,
I'm
you
happy
made
to
that
be
to make as good sense as you could, Yuri, I must say.
yeah, thank you.
But-
We
I've
have
been practicing.
20 shrapnel grenades and 1 boom boom pinata.
One boom boom pinata on us, and we have extra boom boom pinata being made.
Oh, right.
That one's the boom boom special.
Oh, 1 boom boom special.
What is the shape of the boom boom that we have right now?
The one you have right now is like to you it's a horse. You haven't seen a creature that looks like that, but it's not a it's not like the body of a horse. It's just like the head of a horse. You imagine maybe there's another species somewhere.
Are there horse people?
Is there horse creatures in this land, comrade?
What this is based on?
Yes,
Oh,
what
yes.
is that?
They live in the plains just to the north between the Huns and Illyria.
Right.
The sort of central plains of Fernvelt.
Ah, perhaps we should have to visit there someday.
Someday.
You have to go up north of the mountains.
Are they would you say a good people? Are they a people that likes doing things for the people, for the betterment of their motherland?
Well, they're nomads. They're nomads, so they so they have a very community-based approach to things.
Oh, we like
Oh, community! You said the golden word, comrade. You know what we're all about. All right. Well, my friend, what is your name?
I am Melian Varst.
Melian Varst?
Melian Vars.
Vars. Okay, Melian. How do you spell that, Melian?
Melion
Okay.
Vars.
Melian Vars is the.
Or to spice it up, you could do a Z
Owner
with like a
of-
little umlaut over it or something. I don't know.
Fireworks shop. I'm gonna have this be my new booklet that I'm gonna keep next to my desk. Because we lost all the old shit.
Mm.
My camera needs to refocus. There we go. Million Vars. All right. Well, thank you, comrade. We much appreciate all the business here, and we love all your
pleasure
stuff.
doing business with you.
Thank you for giving us things that go boom boom. We appreciate that, and we will be back later tonight.
Yes. You can come by anytime after 8 p.m. It shouldn't take me too long. It's mostly I have to take a lot of care with the special powder.
Now, knowing how much you do about parties and stuff, have you had many dog people come in here for their own parties?
No, we don't have a ton in the city. The Moshaw has seen to that. There was just a small contingent with the Orator.
Alright, do you know anything about perhaps a good way to employ the party strategy if we wanted to, say, infiltrate and be able to use the Boom Boom Pinata to the fullest advantage?
No, the point is to feature it as sort of the centerpiece to the party to get them involved, and like you would with any of these pinatas.
Right.
Like there's a treat inside. There's a treat inside. It helps if you know what your opponent likes the most.
Ooh.
An offer that's inside, and you made it especially for them.
We happen to have it on good authority that those dog folks, they really like smoked sausages and stuff. We just...
Alright.
Yes. They seem to like the meat products.
That is good to know. All right, good to keep in mind. We've come up with much things in this shop that I would have never thought we could have come up with.
Exactly.
Of knowing the psyche of our enemy. So it's turned out quite good, Mikail, wouldn't you say?
Quite a good shop to stop by.
Quite a good shop. Very random, but good. All right, Mikail, what do you say we head back out? I'm sure we're running short on time. We probably need to go to our meeting now.
All right.
All right.
Party meeting.
And you can see, as Fernpit said, it's now the streets are now much more lively.
All right, what time is it?
You believe it's probably close to 4 p.m.
Okay.
Your meeting time.
All right, Mikail.
Yeah,
Let's...
now it's becoming it's kind of becoming like a crowded New York City like street basically. Like
All right.
you have to push through some people to keep going.
Well, we don't want to crush anybody. Excuse us, out of the way. Out of the
of
way,
the way.
little
People-
comrades.
People are just parting, or the people that aren't and aren't paying attention just kind of bounce off you.
Comrades, watch it. Watch yourselves there, little one. All right, everybody move. Everybody
You get
move.
poked a little bit by a little goat man who stumbles past you. by his
Goat
horn.
man.
I pick him up.
I'm sorry there.
It's okay, little goat man. I'll put you over here now.
Okay, thank you.
Join the party, my friend. Join the
the
party.
party.
Just remember.
Ooh, there's a party.
Yo, there's going to be many
Oh,
parties in town
Many
very soon.
parties soon. Very soon, comrade.
Okay.
All right, so we make our way down to the area where we need to be for the meeting.
No. So you get to the intersection, you turn onto Falk Avenue.
Okay.
And there's more people. The street is about.
Do we have to get the
street-
dog first?
Hmm?
We have to go get the dog first.
Oh, we can say you've gotten.
All right, we
Yeah,
can
I've
say we
got
got.
our little friend right here.
Is he holding
Yeah.
him over his head like that?
Yes, like this.
So you two are like 8 feet tall, right?
Right.
Yeah, 8 foot.
Like, and then he's like another 3-4 feet on top of you. So he's just like he's constantly having to dodge outside of chain hang hung signs and stuff.
8 foot tall, 350 pounds.
Yeah,
We big boys.
here's some chonkers. Yeah, he's just constantly ducking out of the way of things. At one point, he scrambles and lays flat, kind of like where his feet would sit on the thing, because you go under an awning.
Oh, I think I see it right now. That's where I need to be, right there. All right.
Kind of like as you're halfway down, on your way to the halfway down Falk Avenue to where you were told Dust Street would be. Who's in front?
Ivan's in front.
I'm in
Okay,
front. She's
so
shooting all the little ones out of the way.
Ivan, you
all
feel
the
like
small fellow travelers, you must move. Oh, right there. He is
This-
picking up the cat.
The fellow traveler.
The fellow traveler right there, comrade.
you feel a little bit of a larger thump against you.
Oh.
You look down, and there's a slightly taller than you're used to cat person. I was like, oh, sorry, sir.
It's all right.
Sorry.
You know, you're taller than the normal one of your kind, are you not?
Oh, so I've been told. So he actually has a hood drawn up, and let me give you a little.
We got an image?
We get a picture.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. He looks a little bit more like Panther-like.
Do you
Are
have
you a ma-
wares if we have coin?
Say what?
What was it?
Do we have wares if you do you have wares? If you have coin?
I don't have wares. Sorry. Sorry. No.
Are you a man of the cloth?
Oh no, not that kind of man of a cloth. No.
All right. Then what are you exactly? You stick out like a sore thumb, sir.
Look, I don't mean to. I'm just passing by. I happen to run into you two large slabs of meat.
Right.
Do you hate dogs as much as we do, sir?
I don't particularly like them.
What do you think of this one?
What do you think about this one in particular?
Is this one right here?
He kind of tilts his head and sizes him up. He looks like a little shrimp.
Alright, we'll put him back on the back.
Basically, little shrimp.
Like snarling a little bit, you know.
You know, we may need your help later. We'll call on you. You're a big boy. You big strong boy. We might need your help at some point.
Strong boy.
Oh me? I don't believe you'll ever see me again. I'm sorry. I'll be on my way.
Oh, we have our ways, comrade. Don't put it past us. What's his name? Just for the future. Hang on. What is your name, good sir?
He's already moved past you.
Pick him up.
Pick him up. I grab him. I swing around.
He is 3 feet past Mikail.
Oh, he got away. Well, you know what? We never forget the face.
He's 3 feet away from Mikail. You don't do anything.
Oh, you can still. You could probably reach out, Mikail.
The next, you're past that time. Next time you blink, he's gone.
Oh, that man.
We should have grabbed him earlier.
We will keep an eye out for him. Perhaps he has some of our technology.
Perhaps. This time-traveling KGB agent.
Maybe it's one of the Americans who got hold of that technology.
Oh, no.
God damn it.
The last one that got hold of our technology, well, he became my tongue. That sounds weird.
True.
That sounds strange.
No, but it is true.
We took his tongue and gave me a new tongue.
Yes, that is better. That is why he talks so like this. It's
just exactly
with not much of an accent. All right, we continue on.
All right. So yeah, you eventually see Dust Street, and Dust Street seems to be more. You turn the corner, and it seems to be more busy around the intersection, but sort of less so as it goes along. But all of it seems to be sort of clustered around this one sort of curved, street-fronted corner, establishment. And from outside, you can see a beaten, chipped, paw-shaped wooden sign. And the lettering above the door says "The Mangled Paw."
Well, that looks like the place we were supposed to be, comrade.
It does indeed.
All right, let's go.
So, even from the outside, you can tell it's like very, very lively and boisterous. You can hear like some jaunty music coming from outside. You can even hear the clinking of glasses.
All right. Now, because of where we are right now, we don't have to be low profile at all with the dog, right?
There's no way you could be low profile, dog or not.
All right.
I will just let you know that you are two very large gentlemen compared to like the like 3.5 to 4 foot, typical Allurians, goat people, the occasional humble folk and bird folk.
All right, we pushed through everybody. Excuse us, important business.
Sorry,
Important.
sir.
It's okay. It's all right, young one. It's all right. It's okay. Out of the way. All join the party later. Just remember the party's coming to town.
Hey, pal, you party.
Oh, comrade, this is how we're going to get them, just like in '97.
Just like in '97.
Oh, all right. So we make our way to the back. I'm assuming the back of the tavern is where we need to go to.
Well, you enter. So let me describe the scene as you enter. So immediately in front, you enter through this like curved front wall. Inside, there's a scattering of circular tables with just full of people. Some are playing various card games. Some seem to be sort of they have this like this little unusual board game. Others are just sort of drinking and shooting the shit. Over on the there's a stage to the right hand side as you enter, with 3 musicians. It's 2 Illurian musicians. One is playing a large instrument that is actually very familiar to both of you, coming from the homeland. It looks just like a balalaika, the sort of triangular.
It's a big triangular.
Not the big one. Not the big one though.
A smaller one.
Yeah, and the other one is playing an accordion. And then there's actually two singers. One is a male Illyrian, the other is a female goat person.
This is my type of tavern, comrade. Music straight from the motherland.
And as soon as you break the doorway with Frimp,
Yeah.
eyes just turn to you.
Oh, I have to put the dog down now.
Probably should put the dog down, comrade. Hello, everybody!
he'll stand for a moment, but then he'll just get on all fours.
Good boy.
Good boy, now you stay there. Stay!
There are some chuckles from the and just looks of confusion.
It's alright, we have him house trained.
And there's just a roar of laughter from the musicians have stopped playing, and like people are in various states of like just belly laughing, doubled over. The bartender has poured a beer and just raised it up like that.
Alright, we make our way over to the bar for our beers, I think.
Right.
Yeah. But as you walk through, make me a perception check.
Oh, God, we have to actually roll a fucking die. Holy
What
shit.
is this?
Yeah, we're playing D&D tonight.
No.
God, you could have fooled me. Alright.
Yeah.
Hang on. Perception check, comrade? Alright, so we get plus
Yep.
4. Hang on.
Oh, we're very perceptive.
Yes, you two are.
Alright, 15.
Plus
So that's
4.
enough that you can see. As you walk
17.
past, people are starting to get back to their games. There seem to be two main games that they're playing. One involves, two people with sets of dice that seem to be going against each other, like rolling against. Like there's there's two people like rolling against each other. And then there's this strange board game that seems it's sort of like a grid of 9 squares, a grid of two squares, and then a grid of it's 3 by 4 squares. And they're using these little stones as pieces and rolling these triangular dice. You've never I don't believe you two would have ever seen this before.
Comrade, is that hexagonal chess?
I don't know, comrade.
You're not quite sure.
No.
I've
I
seen
don't
3D
know.
chess before, but this is something new.
But have
It
you seen
involves
4D
die.
chess?
4D chess.
4D chess.
So you make your way over to the it's a beautiful like polished sandstone top bar.
Okay.
You see the bartender is wearing like a very nicely tailored like corduroy like suit vest. And he's not just serving beer, but there seem to be a mix of liquors behind him.
Oh.
Ooh.
Comrade, perhaps you can help us. And thank you for the beer, by the way. We do appreciate
Oh,
it.
it's on the truth. I never thought I'd see one of the dogs bending a knee.
Oh, well, we can be pretty persuasive, comrade.
We can be.
Seems like you can.
Now,
Thrust it on me.
perhaps you can help us a bit further. We are here for a meeting with a certain individual.
A certain individual. What kind of individual?
Oh, there's a certain individual that gets things done. That you have to talk
Okay.
to in order to be able to do things,
Okay, I know at least 3 of such people in the city.
Alright, and now pretend that we have the name written down, because we did at one point have it written down.
Okay. If you pass that to him, he's like,
Yes.
"Oh, yes."
And
that
just
one.
for future reference, what is it again, comrade? Is it...
Fiskar Leth, Fisk Fiskarleth is his last name.
Fisker.
This
Lethh?
Yes.
Leth.
Who is he?
He was the guy who was sort of drumming up like a crowd, and like he was like basically like hanging from the obelisk, like yelling to people.
That's
who
right.
Came into the
Is he a member of the Resistance? Is that the idea?
Oh yeah. Do you guys? Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you don't quite know. You would assume yes.
Yeah.
You don't know how or what.
All right. Yes, we'd like to speak with this man, and we know that he is here waiting for us.
Now that Sot's over in the corner booth.
All right. Thank you very
The one
much.
with the curtain half drawn.
Thank you again. Thank you, comrade.
Tell him to pay his tab.
We will make sure he understands. How outstanding is his tab? We want to know, comrade. We want to know.
It's hefty.
How hefty?
It's let's just say it includes a 1 and several zeros.
Oh,
Too much.
that's too much, comrade.
It's technically on hold, but I'm getting a little getting a little impatient.
Yeah, comrade. Back where we come from, you know, if somebody had a tab out to there and they refused to pay it, oh god, the things that would happen to them.
Because they wouldn't have any feet.
That's just the first thing.
That's terrifying.
But yet we are jovial people.
Very nice people.
Very
We
nice
nod-
people. Throw many
we nod-
parties.
We nod
Oh,
our feet
very
off
good.
with a smile, you know.
Yes.
But if you ever want to use my establishment, you know what? For you too, I won't charge a huge fee.
You know, that is actually a good thing to know. We appreciate that, comrade.
Yes,
Alright.
happy to work with you two. You lightened up this bar like I haven't seen someone do. Like these musicians are good. Don't get me wrong, but they've never gotten the crowd going like this.
We'll have to even bring our own musicians here at some point in time. We'll bring the whole troupe.
Right.
you're
That
just
is a great
you just
dream.
We
You're just
actually have a
everything, aren't you?
goddamn carnival troupe. You wouldn't believe the shit we can do.
well, now I've heard everything. You boys are welcome back anytime.
Alright.
Alright.
Good to know.
Go see the drunk.
Alright. The drunk. Oh, this should be good. Alright, let's go to Fisker left.
So he pointed you to the sort of corner circular booth. You notice now that that side, the sort of left side, as you came in, had a bunch of sort of more private booths that had curtains that you could draw for like private meetings or dinners and but his is just kind of half open.
Alright.
As you get closer, you see like one pawed foot kind of like hanging down from the right hand side of the circle, and a tail kind of flicking out from behind, like from underneath the curtain.
Comrade, do you see that right there?
Should I grab it?
Oh. It's too tantalizing not to, comrade.
I attempt to grab the tail.
Okay, you make me a dexterity check, just to just because it's flitting back and forth.
It's Mikail's the one doing it, right? Yeah.
Yes. It's a moving target, so I kind of want to make you do that.
No.
You miss, but the fact that you brush up against it, all you see is the tail disappear, the foot disappear, and you hear a thud on the top of the little roof over top of the.
He shot straight up as that.
And then you just see the curtain get torn open. He's like, "Who did that?"
Hello,
it's you
comrade.
boys.
Hello, comrade.
You made the appointment.
We did, and we brought a present.
Sit down. And as you say that, like as he's saying the word "sit down," and you say that, he looks up. He's like, "You!" And he starts to lunge at him, and Frimp just like lunges back in the chair.
And then I hold out one hand.
Like how do you hold out one hand?
So the guy, wait. So which guy is lunging?
Like Fisker is lunging towards
Okay.
Frimp, and Frimp is just like cowering
One
back.
finger out on the chest. Now calm down.
You know who he is? You brought him here. You brought him here for this meeting.
Let
He's
me
our pet
explain
now.
why. We kind of killed his minions.
Okay, that's a start. Keep talking.
And he had a lot of good things to say about, where his people are and their activities and such. And we figured he may be of use to you and certain friends that you may or may not have.
Keep talking.
So basically, the first stuff, and I'm sure he can tell you more, but the base thing is you should know right
Sit
now.
down, boys.
All right. We get in. We just cram into the booth. We're like crammed into the booth.
And what do you do? What do you do with Fripp and the palanquin?
He's put into the back of the booth. The
Right.
dog is
It's
shoved
like
into the back.
It's like a child seat, basically, like in
Yes.
the booth.
Yeah.
He's shoved into the back.
And then Fisker just kind of closes the
Yes.
the curtain. He's like, "Okay, details, boys."
All right. So for
And
your
then like he was kind of like loose and like relaxed, and now he's like up and focused. He's like,
all right. So what do we know so far? There is 10 dogs left in this town. That is it. There's only 10 dogs.
10 dogs. Ooh,
That's all
that's
that's
a manageable
left.
number.
That's very manageable. Now, their
And
capital
also
city,
minus.
their capital
No,
city,
sorry.
they have around 10,000 troops.
Okay, that's consistent with what we were told.
Now, spread around, I think that we see here that they have roughly about 2,000 other troops that are spread out throughout the hills, but in small encampments. Most of their forces are in the mountains to the north.
Up the roads. Yes. For some reason, we're still trying to figure out. The commander has some ideas, but we're still trying to figure that out.
Now, we figured out one other important thing, and we're going to try to figure out how to use this to our advantage. They like smoked sausage.
Right.
He kind of like he does the thing where he's about to say something, but then he just kind of like, okay, you've lost me for a moment.
Think abstractly,
Yes.
comrade. Think very abstractly.
Okay, I'm picturing the smoked sausage.
All right. Think about attracting dog with smoked sausage to bad situations, perhaps.
Oh my god. Thought you were an idiot, but you may actually be.
Comrade, we think things out very far in advance.
We do.
That's a very preposterous plan. I mean, it's an interesting plan. We've not tried it yet, but
Oh, we've got something in the works, comrade. It's being made at this very moment.
you two work fast.
You have no idea. And you know what? The best thing is we found out half of this at the magic shop.
Right.
Think about what we could do if we actually went to an important place.
Magic shop. What magic shop?
What the fuck was that place called? Comrade, did you write it down?
It does the one with the piñata hanging.
The
on
one
the
with
back.
the
It's
piñata
party
hanging out
store.
front.
Fuzz. How the fuck did you find that place?
We were wandering around. It looked like a nice place to.
It looked like a nice place to shop, comrade.
You two have the strangest dumb luck I've ever seen.
You know, people have said so before.
Right.
You two come into the town at the instant I'm giving a demonstration.
Mm-hmm.
You somehow managed to get this shithead
Right.
Yes.
as your little lapdog.
Well, that and the fact that our 30-foot basilisk ate his guard, so that may have helped us out a bit.
Oh, okay, yes, no, that would help things certainly.
Very much so.
But then you find the man making grenades for my resistance.
And for us now.
He just puts his face in the he opens the curtain and he like yells out to like a waiter going by. He's like, "Just get me the biggest glass of water you can find, please." And closes.
Oh, by the way, about the drinks, you may want to pay up at least some of the tab at the bar. This is the thing to know. I know, this is the thing to know, comrade. We're going to help you out. All right? We're going to help you out with this. We're not going to help you pay for it, but we're going to help you. This is all about the plan. All right? There is plans in our country to help you get things done and taken care of. We don't even use money. But, alright, but you still have to be able to repay things in a certain way. Sometimes it's with labor, you know, sometimes it's with favors. So you could do a combination of things. Either helps a man out with favor, or you help him out with labor, or, this is the other thing too, you pay a little bit of gold at the time and take care of it. You don't have to pay it all at once.
I told Belmar the gold situation will get taken care of once the dogs are out.
He's kind of getting a little squirrely now. You may want to give him, you know, this is what we call a good faith gesture, comrade.
I'll toss him a 50.
That's probably a good start.
That's a good start, comrade.
Good start.
There goes
He's
my
a good
lunch,
man,
but-
by the way. Is that the man that owns this tavern? He's a good man. You treat him good now.
Oh, he's an old friend. How the hell do you think I got this booth reserved?
Ah, I see. All right, comrade.
It looks like you've been living in this booth.
Yeah, there is a
I don't
small
wanna talk
towel
about
in the
this.
corner that you curl up in, perhaps?
I don't want to talk about it.
So money's that bad, huh?
I give most of what I have to the resistance. We sort of pool a collective fund.
Oh, collective fund!
Collective fund!
Oh, comrade, you know, we can't say bad things about the collective fund.
No.
I understand perfectly.
I gave most of my family's heirlooms up to trade for supplies.
All right,
good
comrade,
man,
but
comrade.
still, you got to take care. He is still a comrade, so you take care of all the comrades.
You'll be taken care of, trust me.
All right, so now, what can you offer us for this information? For this boy and for this information, what can you tell us and how we should go from here?
I was originally just going to suggest you boys meet me at the resistance base. You seem to be out for maybe similar goals. You know, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yes.
So. But this is more. This is
how
looks
so?
looks directly at Frimp. This is a pawn. This is a very good pawn on our side, and Frimp is just trying to play the quiet kid in the corner. Like,
Who's the good boy?
Who's a good
I'm
boy?
a good boy. Oh,
That's right. We've got him pretty well taken care of.
all right. Well, let me give you boys some information before I pitch something to you.
All right,
So the resistance, we're just doing the best we can.
right.
We only have whoever we could drum up. Most people have just tried to settle into life under the dogs. We're holed up. We're holed up in an old settlement built into the mountains, pretty far north of here. My old friend Basil is the commander of the resistance currently. He and I were sort of old friends, and I wouldn't really call us royalty. Sort of, we were in the sort of the magisterial families before the dogs showed up.
What is the leader's name again?
Oh, he called him Bezel.
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 Bezel?
Bezel, yeah. Bezel.
Bezel.
So here's what we know about the dogs. That fucking slobbering dog, the Emperor Duclaw, has he's taken the capital but kept his personal contingent, what he dubs the Cerulean Paw, up in the mountain with him. We don't know why they're up there, why he brought his personal guard to bear specifically on the mountains.
Huh.
He has spread some agents out among the major cities to direct things.
Now, comrade, do you know anything perhaps about the numbers of troops that are in the Gallisbor Valley city-state?
We've been raiding them little by little. I don't remember the current numbers. I haven't been at the base, so I haven't heard the current scout reports. But it was enough that we couldn't make more than guerrilla raids on them. With our small group.
Is there any small contingent nearby besides the 10 or so dogs that are left in the city? Is there any small contingent nearby that you would think would be a good target that perhaps would turn into a good foothold for us?
Currently, because of the Moshav Gottman's, and I still don't know how he did it, ability to seem to keep the masses of the dogs out of his city. There's nothing more than patrols up to the Gallispor Valley.
Really?
I don't know how he did, and that's partly why I'm here.
So you're saying once the 10 dogs that we are in this city are taken care of, that means this city is liberated. And
Pretty
there
much,
is
yes.
nothing else large mass of troops-wise that would be able to move in anytime soon.
Somehow, I don't know if the Moshar has been working with the dogs or what, but he has managed to keep the greater contingency of the forces that would theoretically be sent to occupy the city, and they have occupied the southernmost city of Karst. So why they haven't picked the port city, why they haven't picked the border city, is beyond me.
They are trying to do something. They need their men where they are, then. There's something going on far more, possibly worse than we could even imagine.
That's what I'm hoping to find out. I'm hoping that the Moshar, as how to put the Moshar, he knows how to get into people's heads. He
Do you
could
mean that figuratively, or do you mean that, like,
figuratively, as I understand.
metaphysically?
You kind of scare me with that.
You see, comrade, back in our history, we had some interesting folks within the history of our own motherland. And, the people could do some really very weird things.
They would crawl straight in your eyeball and right into your brain.
That's terrible. How he looks at your head, he's like, Anyway, I'm not one for that kind of. I'm not one for magic and stuff.
There was one man, he was so strong that they poisoned him, he did not die. They shot him, he did not die. They drowned him, he did not die. Then they took him out and they hung him, and then they drowned him again, and finally he died after that.
You hear like a grunt from your communication device. There lived a certain man in Russia long ago. He was big and strong, and his eyes a flaming glow. Those people. You boys know that you can't bring up that song. You can't bring up him without me.
Rah, rah.
We're sorry, Yuri. Rah, rah, motherfucker. Meanwhile, this guy's looking at us like, where the fuck is that noise coming from?
He like leans over the table and he's like looking at like a sound that seemed to come out of your pocket. He's like, Do you have another one of you in your pocket?
In a way, comrade.
In a way, comrade.
Oh, fuck you too. Anyway, if you're gonna get out of this city, I don't even have an in with the Moshah. I can travel through the Plains District because I'm Illyrian. But you two need to find a way out.
So you're saying there's no way we can get in to talk to Zimoshar to where he would be on our side of things? You think he is a traitorous rat, or what do you think?
I don't know what he is. I haven't been able to make heads or tails, and I've had a direct meeting with him.
How do you think are the chances of us having a direct meeting with Moshar?
Very little, because he's probably never heard of you, and he books his appointments months in advance.
Does the man like?
So
Does he like circuses?
he thinks for a moment. He's like,
Does he like circuses and exotic animals?
Oh, we have it.
the man is nothing if not unusual. So potentially. I don't know him personally. No one ever seems to say to believe they ever know him personally.
Interesting. Do you think he's a dangerous man?
That's a difficult question.
Is he the type of man that would throw us to the dogs?
I don't believe so. He's more the kind of man who could ruin you from your starting from your past.
Oh, comrade, that's very dangerous for us because we have a lot in our past. We've been
of-
around a long time.
He's been known to seem to know things about people. We believe he has a network of informants who do research on the people he has appointments for out, months in advance.
If that is the case then, comrade, perhaps we could, maybe make a little surprise appearance to him in a very friendly way. Very friendly way. But we are very large creatures, and we make a little bit of a stir. We might be able to, get into certain places and be able to just talk to certain folks, And we don't have as much backstory and things that can go wrong locally. Most of our history is from another land.
Humblewood.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? Bear
Right.
people. You're the
Yes.
you're from the bear tribe.
Sure.
Yes.
Yes, we'll go with that.
Yes, that is us.
We'll say that is where our history is from, comrade.
Sure, my friends. At this point, you're an anomaly, both of you.
That's not the worst thing we've been called.
Well, certainly you can go try to directly surprise the Mosha. I've never heard someone do that.
All right.
You could. There are also people who work with me, though they are sworn to secrecy, who could potentially forge a pass for you, though that's not guaranteed to work.
Right.
Or you could just sort of sneak through if you think you could do it.
See, a sneaky sneak. We like sneaky sneak, but in our current form, and I mean current form, I mean the form that we always are, comrade.
Right, comrade.
Yes.
Yes, it is very difficult to sneaky sneak.
It's very difficult to sneak. But we do have nice handheld explosive device now.
You bought some?
Oh, many.
Oh, many
You
comrade.
didn't buy the stuff I reserved, did you?
No, we
No.
had separate amounts.
Oh, he
Separate
had
order.
more. Oh, that. Fuck. I'm gonna have to have a conversation with Boss. He said he had 50.
It's all right.
Only
He had
50.
just finished making them. He probably only had 50 then.
Right.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
We're very charismatic and kind of forceful in a way where we don't ever force, but it still implies.
Right.
There's a good chance to sell. But we also make it like, it's a good idea to sell it to us because we get things done. Nobody else. Who else needs the grenades? We can make things happen with those
We need some
grenades.
grenades.
You should see the shit he's making for us right now, man. It's going to be big explosion when it happens.
What did you do to Vars?
Actually, we gave him a lot of money and
We
just
paid
were
him
very
a
polite
lot
to
of
the
money.
man.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You put enough money in front of that man's face, he does a lot for you.
So he puts his two hands on the table and he kind of leans over towards you. What did you have him make for you?
It is a surprise, comrade.
Big surprise for the dog.
A surprise for a party.
You'll be
Make
able
sure
to
I'm
see it
there
from
when you
here.
use it, please.
You'll
Oh,
be able
we
to
can.
see it from here.
Oh, you will. Even if you are not there, you will see it from here.
What did you?
Don't worry about it, comrade. It's better you don't know all the details.
Probably yes. All right.
All right, so our biggest thing right now, then, is we have to figure out how to meet this. Do you know when the man moves from place to place? Perhaps, does he have a regular schedule that he keeps? We could just traipse through randomly and happen to be next to him.
The man is nothing if not spontaneous.
Where is he normally seen?
He tends to stay in the Peaks district, which is why I'm not too sure whether you're going to be able to directly talk to him, because you need a pass for that as well.
Well, we need a pass
could
for the
get lucky,
Peaks
though.
district.
Why do we need passes for all of these things, comrade?
Because the Mosha tries to control who comes in, who comes out. He takes his job as the head of a border city very seriously.
Does he have any regular, let's say, workers come into the district? Any types of workers?
Certainly.
What types?
Well, I mean, he has kitchen staff stay in, but they do have to bring shipments up from the markets, from the plains markets.
That is good to know. And they go right up to where he would be, perhaps even to prepare meals?
Yes, and usually they'll enter through one of the four gates. Two on this side.
Has the man ever had bears as chefs? I know that a lot of chefs are big, burly creatures a lot of time.
Probably not. Usually more Lurians from the Panther. From the Panther or Lion sort of.
Didn't we see one of those on the way here, comrade?
You know, comrade, I think we may have seen one in a cloak on the way here, and he kind of disappeared very quickly.
Wait, you saw Panther Lurian?
We did.
Oh, we did, comrade. We've seen many
I
things.
I don't know of many in the city. We have a couple. I have a couple I know of in the Resistance, but none that should be in the city.
They are here, comrade.
They
They
tend-
are
they tend to-
watching.
They tend to be from the south, from Karst.
Perhaps he could get us an inn. We will figure something out. We will perhaps be able to... Is there any other groups that go in and out regularly?
Changing of guards.
You know, we happen to be guards in a past life.
That is true.
We would be perfect to be a new addition to the guards.
Allurian, what the fuck is that?
It's a damn good guard is what it is, comrade.
Very
Imported.
intimidating.
Imported.
Two Allurians got on each other's shoulders.
Imported guards.
Big guards, comrade. You know what? Perhaps you could introduce us to somebody that maybe, has something to do with the change of the guard and perhaps the recruitment process.
I'm not too in with the management of this city. The Moshar doesn't seem to necessarily want me around.
Oh, but you know people.
I know resistance sympathizers.
And the resistance sympathizers have friends with the Moshar?
Not that I can gather. There seems to be a very strange void of that.
All right.
Again, one of the reasons why I'm here. If we can even get the support of one Moshar, that's a huge boon for the resistance.
Of one Moshar? Wait, there's multiple Moshar?
There were 4. No, sorry. There were 4, including the Moshar of Gottman. Now there are 2.
All right. That is a lot of good information. I think I'm going to talk it over with Mikail here, and we will try and figure out the best way to go about this. And we will get back. We will get back to you, and we will also just. Well, we will be around, comrade. You'll see us, I'm sure. We'll hold up over at where? Where's that place we're at?
Oh, you're in the docks, caravanserai.
The docks caravanserai. We're over there. You can't miss it. 30-foot lizard.
30-foot. Okay, 30-foot
lizard.
30-foot lizard. 2 griffins too, by the way. You want even more shit? We got 2 griffins with us.
What are you?
You don't want to know. And if we told you, we would have to cut out your insides.
Right.
I'm gonna. Where's my water? By the way, just to remind you, I don't think I put up what Fisker looks like, but
Oh, do we
I have in
picture?
the past. But this is basically him.
This is not the hat guy. No, it's not
Ah.
the hat guy. You remember the hat guy?
I remember the hat guy in our game. He started the hat club.
Yeah.
Hat guy.
We will be
Oh my
back to
God.
that at some point once we get through this. And
Oh, this was hat guy. Wait, was it?
do you have a picture of hat guy?
This was hat guy.
Yes.
Yep, that's hat guy.
Oh no.
Oh wait.
Oh wait,
No. This is the captain. Hat guy was just another hedge.
Yes, he was a different
That's right.
hedge.
Yep.
But a very similar hat to that.
Yes.
Yeah. I think he had a top hat. That one.
You know what? I think you're right. I think it was a rather large top hat.
Weren't we living in like a haunted house in the middle of the
We cleared it out. We killed the lich.
Yeah.
It should to show you how long ago we played. We've only gotten one session after the last Halloween episode we did for the previous camp.
No, we've done
No.
3.
What?
We've done 3 since then. We've done 3 Ivan and Mikhails.
Well, I'm talking about specifically in that campaign.
That campaign, yeah.
That was the last one that we did of that campaign.
No,
Wasn't
you
it?
did the battle.
Did the battle.
Oh,
Remember
that's
the battle
right.
with the old man, the old
Now
sorcerer. who
that
was
we would
bald
have to
and
totally
stuff.
recreate my character sheet, but I think we could probably do it because I have
I
the
can do it.
images of it.
And I have some ideas. I found this really cool. You know how Fax had an amulet?
Yeah.
Remember how he was really protective of it?
Yes.
So there, I found a sort of like Elder Gods amulet D&D like artifact sheet.
Okay.
But what it does is over time, the more you wear it, it slowly passes on like water breathing and fish traits to you. So
Oh, that was Steve Christian. You just gave that away. I was gonna have that be at some point. I actually have gills.
no,
Steven.
you already did it.
You
Because
have
remember when
gills?
because we put you in the water.
Yeah, we did. Put
You had me be revived, but you didn't show that I had gills yet.
I described
Oh, did
the
you?
water flowing in. Yeah,
Yeah, into your neck.
yeah.
Into my hairy gills.
Your
Yes.
very hairy gills.
Like air bubbles started coming up from your neck. I described.
Right. This is very
I walked out
strange.
of the water, yes.
Understand.
Yeah,
Out of
yeah.
the
and
waves.
Then you walked out. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they were still sort of puffed up. Yeah. No, that was not. That was the reveal.
Now that was in the beginning. Did we have that on tape?
I don't know if we did that
I
one on
don't
tape
know.
because we were kind of like spotty about which ones of those we did.
Yeah. Which
No,
I'm
'cause I was still
regretting
getting
now.
better as a DM. Yeah,
Wish
I
we
know.
had 'em.
But I was still getting better as a DM during that. How did I do tonight, by the way?
Great.
doing great
You took
tonight.
our ideas and ran
Yeah.
with it.
We threw a
I'm
lot
trying to
of
get better.
bullshit at you. Hey, comrade, how much did we get through of what you had planned?
I can still. Okay, I am gonna send you a little clip, like a little screen cap here of something. It won't give away anything.
Okay.
I can't look at it because of how I have Discord set up right now.
Oh, it's fine. We can look at it after we close the screen, but we
Okay.
can get Steve's reaction to it. So this isn't. Well, here I'll just do this. Real
Should
quick.
we finish off this meeting then?
Yes.
Yeah, we can finish it off here.
All right, comrade, we will get back to you. We're going to do some planning, I believe, for the plan. So, as you say it, our plans are we can either go sneak through, we can attempt to get a pass to be able to get through the lands that we need to, or we can go talk to the Moshar in person to see if we can get permission to take care of things.
Yes.
All right.
Comrade, let us put our spycraft to the test.
Yes,
We
many
will become-
decades
we
of
will become
spycraft.
we will become the chefs and impress the Moshar with our famous motherland dishes.
It is going to be many potatoes thrown on a plate.
So many potatoes.
So many, comrade. Does the Moshar like potatoes?
Do you have potatoes here?
Well, we have potatoes.
Okay.
If the Bashar likes it, probably. He's kind of an Epicurean.
He's going to like it.
He's going to like these spiced potatoes that we're going to procure.
Okay, what am I looking at here, Christian?
So that's just the screen cap of sort of like the scroll like preview. I
Yeah.
use Sublime Text as sort of my like note taking.
Okay.
So this is all of the writing I've done in total for this campaign. I mean,
Yes.
there's even more down below. Like, do you see that, like the orange part
Yep.
down at the bottom?
I see
There's
it
more.
goes
There's
further.
more below that, and there's even more above.
Yeah.
That little blue square is all we got through.
I can't wait to see this.
You are gonna fucking
That's
laugh
about
your head
right.
off.
That's about right.
Just to let you know the pace you guys are going at. I'd love to show the stream.
At this
Actually,
pace,
you know what? You know
we got
what?
about- what?
I can show the stream this. I just realized.
Oh, can you put it in as an image in the thing?
Greg, take a look at this.
Oh shit, hang on. Let's get Fisker out of there.
The way it looks
Oh,
like
that's
we
way
have
too
about,
small. Hang on. Oh, I can zoom
You
in.
can zoom into it a little bit, yeah.
Looks like we have about 10 more sessions to go.
At this rate, you might.
So that
I mean,
blue section's what we did tonight?
That's all
Yep.
we did.
Now, some of it is like note taking. Like all that orange stuff down there is
Yeah.
like NPCs and places and
Still.
descriptors and things like that.
Solo.
There's at least 5 more things here.
At least 5 more.
We're a little bit behind,
it.
comrade. It's
We'll
all right.
Catch up.
It's just
We should.
whenever I'm drunk and I have time,
Yeah.
I start writing.
Hey, we're really easy to write for. You don't need a lot of content. You just throw us into a place and we go.
Yeah.
Yep, apparently.
All right, I think that is good place. We cut off the stream right now.
Good night.
Okay.
stream.
So we finished talking to this man. That's the end of that meeting.
Yes.
All right.
Now you're free to go on your way and figure out what the fuck you're gonna do to get through.
And we will discuss it.
Yeah.
We'll discuss it. Also, we may be making a trip to the party favor store for some costumes, some large chef
For
costumes.
sure. Big chef hat.
Now remember that he said he deals in paper goods.
Yes, I'm sure he has some paper products we could use.
Okay. Okay.
Paper chef hat. I mean, it's
Paper chef hat. Yeah,
potato.
paper chef hat.
With a bomb inside.
Paper potato with a bomb inside.
for the Moshar, if he doesn't do what we want him to do,
Jesus.
either we give him the necktie or we give him the boom boom.
So just you guys take a record of like what like sort of the takeaway of that is.
Yeah.
So you basically the three options he posed were sneak in and wing it,
Mm-hmm.
which I want to mention that won't let your caravan pass
Okay.
Right,
because you two would get through.
right. So we need to be able to bring our group through.
Yeah.
Figure out someone who can forge you a pass,
Mm-hmm.
or try to get an audience with the Moshar, or number 4, just wing it.
Right.
So
That's a
that-
good
just
point.
kind of
How big of military does the Moshar control, Christian? If you can give us
We
a
don't
bit.
know.
We don't know.
and it hasn't been described to you as a military. Probably what you're dealing with in the city is just the guard force.
Right. So that's a good point. How much of a resistance would they put up, honestly, if a fucking 30-foot basilisk, two what are they? They're
Bears.
Dude, griffins.
two griffins, two bears, and a bunch of minstrels randomly from a circus go through the open
You'll have to find out.
countryside.
Yeah.
How upset would they be? Would they want to mess with that?
You'll have to find out. Look at that little preview and just think about all the options there might be.
We will think
Just-
about it.
Yeah, just think about who knows how they might respond.
Right. All right. Well, I think we got a good amount to work with then.
Awesome.
All
So
right,
you think
streams. That's
Oh,
it
you're
for
good.
now, stream.
Okay.
We'll be back with more Ivan and Mikail sooner than a year.
Yes.
I completely forgot to play music during this.
That's okay.
We
I
no
had all
music
this-
going.
I had like this and this for the city. Let me just do this real quick. It's all like royalty free shit. Some nice atmospheric background noise, and I was
Why
gonna
here?
play these for the tavern.
I don't hear anything, comrade.
You don't?
No.
Oh. Well, that's its own issue. Okay.
Oh,
I
there
hear
it
it.
goes.
Okay. I realized I could just do this. Yeah. Yeah, just add some flavor to it. Well, shit. Oh well.
Next time on D&D.
Next time on D&D.
Next time we'll actually have music because Christian will remember and not succumb to his ADHD.
Yes. Perfect.
And if I remember right, I dual wield a war pick and a war hammer.
Yeah, because you want a hammer and
Yes.
sickle.
Well, I've got the sickle too. The sickle does less damage. That's the backup. I think I have a war pick and the war
you
hammer.
have a sickle. Okay.
Yeah, I have a sickle, and then I got the war pick, which is 1d8, and the war hammer, which is 1d8 plus 4. Both are plus 4.
Right.
And then I got plus 7 to hit. And then I've got 4 superiority die,
Yep. Because you're a battle master. I
and
think.
once a day I can take an extra turn.
Yeah, your action surge.
Yeah. See, I remember.
Yep. You do.
Oh, also, I'm missing my right eye. I forgot. Mikail, you're missing
Yep.
your left eye.
I'm listening my left eye. Together we have 2 eyes.
Together we
Together
have
you're
full
right.
vision.
Together, you're a full bear.
Exactly.
Right.
I like how my flaws here. I'm easily distracted. Bonds, friends and work partner with Mikail. Loyalty to the motherland. Ideals: communism and the betterment of the state.
Jesus. I love. Wait, where is it here? I think
Number
I
of
have.
attacks 2. That's right, 1 for each hand. Yeah. Oh no, do I get to do? No. Yeah, number of attacks 2. One for what would be 1 for each hand. Damage, immunities, bludgeoning. Additional features and traits. Oh, no, I don't have that. I have all my proficiencies. Good, I still got all those. What are you proficient in, Steven?
Stealth, I want to say? I don't know, let me look. Get my character sheet back. I am proficient in athletics, survival, and acrobatics.
Proficiencies. How about
I also
weapons?
have cartographer's tools for some reason.
Are you
I can only use simple weapons. So I mostly attack with my fists.
Right.
Yeah.
So I have
Your
martial
fists
and
are-
simple weapons.
Are you at the level where your fists are magic weapons?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he can
Monk
imbue
shit.
them with the different elements, right?
Are you an elemental monk or?
No, I'm an open hand monk. I'm just
Yeah.
a basic monk.
Are we level 5?
Level 6?
Yeah, you leveled up. So that's an older character sheet. Remember how? Oh, I never did the update for you. Yeah, that's right. I gotta go through and I gotta do a level up for you.
Yeah, and then you got to tell me what I have to change on my sheet.
Well, I could do it for you and like offer you all the options too. Like basically, I'll be your character generator.
Right, but I've got all my my notes and stuff like that I've written in.
Okay.
I gotta get going, guys.
All right,
right.
so that's the end of the stream. Bye bye, stream.
All right.
We'll see you
Oh,
last
bye,
stream.
stream. Still streaming. Bye.